Hi everyone, welcome to Review of the Week, episode 5 or 6, I'm not too sure. We've got Ali back in the studio today.
Hello!
And we're going to be talking about some stuff that's happening in the week, as per usual.
Yes.
And also we're going to go on a little bit of another diversion, hopefully about Israel. So, Ali, do you want to kick us off?
Right, well, there's been this big issue recently in media of a certain clothing advertisement from a company H&M. Now I actually haven't got the win thing up yet. Give me a second. This isn't good. All right.
Basically, this kid is wearing a jumper that says "coolest monkey in the jungle," and he's black. And according to some people, that's racist, which is pretty silly.
But it's
because I think if you think that's racist, then you're a racist yourself.
The thing you got to admit, though, is it is definitely a mistake on H&M's part.
No, a hoodie is a hoodie, and a 7-year-old child is a 7-year-old child. And if you're saying, oh, someone who's this colour can wear this hoodie, but someone who isn't can't, then that's racist.
But it's definitely a mistake on H&M parts. You can't not say that. Of course it's a mistake. They've lost major business over this.
They've lost major business because racist people deem it to be racist.
Although you and me both know, well, we don't know. We both think that it's not racist. We think it is a mistake of them that H&M, they're this massive clothing store, right? And they've got hundreds of people who are going to say yes and no to clothing things, and it went through all those people, and one of them didn't say, some people on the internet might find this a bit racist. That's a massive mistake, Stan. I mean, this is a massive company.
It's not a massive mistake.
It is a massive mistake.
If you take 100 different 7-year-olds who are different colours and races and they speak different languages, there's no difference between them whatsoever. So who gives a damn what it says on his hoodie? A hoodie is a hoodie, and it says what it says on it. If I wore that hoodie, no one would think it's offensive.
No.
So you have to be racist to think that that's offensive. So therefore, whoever thinks this is a racist themselves.
But James, you're white. No one's going to call you a monkey, are they? Well, black people have been called monkeys in the past. I'm with you. I don't think it's racist at all. I just think it's a mistake. Okay, I think it's a mistake on H&M's part, and someone should have stopped them and say, hey, do you really think this is a good idea, Jerry? Do you really think we should let this coolest monkey in the jungle on the 7-year-old black kid go? Because I mean, if you look at the photo, he's clearly been pampered up and everything, hasn't he? I mean, just look at him. He's standing there in that pose. He's got makeup on.
Every single model wears makeup and poses. Yeah,
exactly. That's part of the job. Every single model wears makeup and poses. Every single model is a massive team that decides exactly what they're going to wear, exactly how they're going to stand, exactly what pose they should do, exactly how they're going to look. And I can't believe that H&M didn't foresee this coming.
Ali, if I walked around in a hoodie that had a snowy picture on, or like a snowflake or something, right, that isn't racist. Right, no one would pick it up. But because this says coolest monkey in the jungle on, it's suddenly racist. That's outrageous.
I don't think it's racist, but it is a mistake. Like if you went round, if H&M decided to let you wear a shirt saying I'm the sweetest cracker in the bunch, right? Am I still allowed you to say that? I wouldn't think it's racist. I wouldn't think that's racist at all. But it's a mistake on their part, isn't it?
I don't think so. But okay.
Yes, right.
Right, nice. So, moving on to the second news story, which I picked out. So Ali picked out this one. I picked out this one we're about to talk about. And basically, a mosque in London has voted to ban Trump from visiting their borough. So, Ali, do you have any first thoughts?
I think. Well, it's democracy is the first thing. I don't like Trump, you know this, but I'm going to look at it from an objective point of view. I think that the fact that these people have come together and they've voted on, but I don't really know much about this. You only showed me the story today, but the fact that they voted on the fact they don't want Trump in their borough. What borough is it, by the way? Does it?
East London. Let me have a cheeky peek.
Yeah. Look, I think the fact that they've all come together and they decided that as an act of freedom of speech, they don't want Donald Trump to visit. I think it's perfectly fair. I mean, if it is overturned by government officials, if Donald Trump doesn't have to visit that borough, does he? I mean, surely he can just stick to the other 40 boroughs there in London and just go to one of them instead of going to this one borough that really doesn't like him.
Yeah, but he's the president, and these are a bunch of people who don't like him. I think if
he's not the president of the UK though, is he?
No, but if he comes on a state visit, if he comes on a state visit, then he's got every single right to visit.
No, he doesn't have every
British
single
people.
right to visit British people. No, he doesn't have every single right.
It's a state visit.
Donald Trump, okay? Donald Trump is the president of a different country. He has no power over here unless we say he does. I mean, we are going to say he does because we don't want to go to war against America because America's got the biggest military on the planet. But he has got no power over here whatsoever apart from the power that he's given through trade deals and stuff. And like the United Nations.
I think it's very petty, and
of course you think it's petty, don't you? You love Trump.
No. Right, if it was Kim Jong-un, right, I would still think this is petty. The point is...
Really?
Yes, because... Just because, look, I don't like the Labour Party, right? And
Yes.
if everyone who doesn't like the Labour Party gathered together in a town and voted right, anyone who votes Labour, or any Labour representative, or any MP who's associated, or Lord of the House of Lords, who's associated to Labour ideals, is not allowed in this borough. That's stupid. That's ridiculous.
But the thing that...
And similarly, if I rocked up in the US and found a bunch of people who don't like Democrats, of which there are quite a few, I can't just get them to sign a deal that says, "All right, no Democrats in this state," can I?
Well, explain more of this thing to me. What has actually happened? Okay, explain more to me.
This is reported on two. This is reported on two sites, which I'm getting info from two sites.
Okay, is it? Oh, fantastic!
Right,
it's Breitbart.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not saying it's good.
Breitbart.
It's biased, right? Don't get me wrong, it's biased. And this is also from Infowars. Okay, so they're both biased,
Daily
right?
Bloody Storm. All right, continue.
But the point is,
yes,
the council at the centre of a mosque, like the Islamist mayor or whatever you want to say, has proposed a motion by Onid. So Onid Hamed, the councillor, has passed a motion. Has passed a motion, which was voted with a majority, for President Trump to be cancelled.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
His state visit should be cancelled, right? And the quote is: "Should the government still choose to go ahead with the state visit, this council makes it clear that President Trump would not be welcome in our borough, our being their borough."
Okay, right.
And the thing is, this mosque doesn't own that borough, right?
No, it doesn't.
These councillors don't have...
But did a majority of people vote for it, though?
The majority of the people in the mosque voted for it.
Did the majority of the people in the borough vote for it?
That's not clear, so I can't comment.
Because I assume if such prolific sites as Breitbart and Infowars, if they're talking about it, then it must have got a majority from the borough itself. Because otherwise, who the hell apart from a load of bigoted xenophobes would make an article about a mosque voting to ban Donald Trump when Donald Trump has said such things about Muslims?
Hang on a second. Well, he wanted to implement a travel ban.
Yes,
on
which was
certain countries which are Islamic, and he said he was going to do that in the debate. In the election and debates and things. People voted him in to do that, and then he's not being allowed to do it. So this isn't a revelation that he doesn't like.
People didn't vote him into it. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. It's just because America's stupid first past the post system. Yes, what?
Yeah. Well, saying that, UKIP would have got loads of seats in 2015.
No, we've been through this on the past, but no, they wouldn't. they wouldn't though.
All right. This is an overarching debate.
Yes.
To the main meaty topic of this podcast.
We've already talked about all this last time. Keep going on.
So, do we think that Israel is in the right to be a whore of Palestine?
So have we stopped the discussion about the borough in London?
Well, what more is there to say?
Well, I think. Let's just sum up in this. I think it's fair. I think.
Well, I don't think it's fair.
Why not?
Let me tell you why. I've been writing some essays today on classical related things, and I've got Aristotle's Politics in front of me. Some people might be aware of this wonderful work of literature, and Aristotle says that a citizen is a male who is born into the polis or the city-state that he represents. He has a certain amount of wealth, and that makes him eligible to be a citizen and vote in the democratic elections and whatnot. So,
right.
obviously that isn't how it works today.
No.
But do you not think that sort of idea that being a citizen of a country gives you power to vote for such measures?
Sorry. Being an assistant to another country?
A citizen.
A citizen. Okay, sorry. But...
So, do you think that people? Do you think that these people should have power to say we don't want Donald Trump to come here because I don't like him? Because there's plenty of people who agree with me that they don't like Labour or UKIP or left-wing people. So why don't we just get together and ban them?
Because you can't really ban opposition. That's against democracy.
So why are these people banning Trump?
Because that's also a form of democracy, isn't it? I mean, these people have come together and said we don't like this person at all.
So I'm not allowed to do that, but they're allowed
No, you're twisting my words. What I'm saying is the difference is though, James, is that the Labour Party and the Lib Dems aren't really left wing, but let's say they are. The Labour Party and the Lib Dems are opposition to parties such as the Conservatives and to a lesser extent UKIP. If we just said, okay, right, the Conservatives have got a majority, let's go off and ban the Labour Party because we've got majority. First off, that will never get through. Because all the parties will come together and see that the fact that the Conservatives are trying to do is establish a dictatorship and only allow them to be voted in the future. That will never happen. But let's say it did happen. Okay, that's not a simple factor of they don't want someone to come and visit a borough that is filled with people who don't like the person like Trump. That is an attack on democracy of the UK. It's exactly
the same thing.
No, it's not the exact same thing. It's not Muslims coming together and saying we're going to take the dictatorship of this borough. And if so, who the hell even cares? I mean, there's a massive difference between Muslims voting to not allow Donald Trump to visit a borough and the Conservatives banning Labour from being possibly voted in.
If me and a group of people went to a place together and decided to vote against letting Labour people in the borough, that's exactly the same, and it shouldn't be. That is anti-democratic in itself. You're silencing people of another opinion because you don't agree with it, instead of letting them talk and debating them openly.
Well, I suppose,
it's closed-minded.
There is a difference though between Labour Party, which is solidly in the UK's UK's history. It is a political party that represents the UK.
Donald Trump is authoritarianism at its core.
Donald Trump is
globalism.
Donald Trump, is the leader of the Republican Party, the leader of the GOP. The GOP does not represent Britain in any way whatsoever. The only parties that represent the UK are Conservatives, Labour, Lib Dems, UKIP, Green, and a number of fringe parties. Like
these people are silencing people who disagree with them, right? You and I disagree on a lot of things, right?
Yes, we do.
I'm not going to vote for you to get kicked out of the UK because I don't like your opinion.
But Donald Trump isn't a citizen of the UK, though, is he? He's a foreigner.
What difference? All right, if I rocked up in...
I can see where you're going with this.
If I rocked up in Australia and voted against some Green Party scum with Milo Yiannopoulos, right?
Have you seen that video then?
Yeah, of course. So if me, Milo, and Alex Jones sat down in Sydney and said, right, we don't like these lefties, so let's vote to ban them, right? That's all that is pure stupid, because instead of openly debating and getting our points across of why we are libertarians and why left-wingism doesn't work, right? We're not doing that. We're saying, we don't like your message. We're not going to say why. We're not going to debate it. We're just going to tell you to go away. All that is authoritarianism at its core, and we both don't like that. Silencing other people's views. That's what's happening here. These people don't like this person who has a different viewpoint to them, and they're saying, all right, we don't want you to visit. We don't want anything to do with you. Actually, get out of the country. Right? All that is authoritarianism at its core, and it's disgusting.
The difference is, though, James, is that while you're saying that you're right, these people should debate you, but will they? That's the thing. Donald Trump would not debate these Muslims at all. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care what some Muslims in a London borough think about him at all. Okay, because they're not his citizens. They're nothing to do with him. Okay, I mean, he probably still would visit, because what power do these people have over him? But if let's say he couldn't, like there are literally armed guards outside waiting for Donald Trump to step between the road line or whatever the hell it works in London, between this borough and this borough. If there are people there which were stopping him, he just wouldn't go in that borough. It's not a big deal to him. I mean, what borough is it? East London?